Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments in battle when the noise of war fades, when chaos turns into silence, and every heartbeat echoes louder than gunfire. It's in that silence, in that breath between life and death, that courage shows its true face. This is the story of one such moment. A moment when a team of elite warriors, the Navy SEALs, found themselves surrounded, outnumbered, and nearly out of hope. And in the middle of that hopelessness, a single unseen guardian made a decision that would change everything. Body, Scene 1, The Trap. The sun had barely begun to rise over the mountains of an unnamed valley. The SEAL team had been moving through rough terrain all night, tracking enemy movement, gathering intelligence. Every step was measured, every breath quiet, because they knew they were deep inside hostile territory. Then, without warning, the mountains came alive. Bullets tore through the stillness, echoing against stone and sand. The first shot hit the ground inches from their lead. Man, the next one didn't miss. Within seconds, the team was pinned down. 6 men caught in a half circle of fire from above. Radio contact was scrambled. Air support was minutes away, but minutes felt like eternity. They took cover behind broken rocks, their ammo low, their options even lower, and in that deadly silence between bursts of gunfire, someone whispered the words that would later be remembered: "Goddamn, help us." It wasn't anger. It wasn't despair. It was a raw cry. A plea born from the edge of human endurance. Scene 2, The Unseen Ally. Unbeknownst to them, high above the ridge, camouflaged in the dust and shadows, lay a sniper, their silent overwatch. He wasn't supposed to engage. His orders were clear: observe only. But orders mean little when you see your brothers dying below you. He could see them, tiny figures pressed against the rock. Returning fire in flashes that barely held the line. He could also see the enemy, hidden in elevated positions, waiting for the final moment to close in. He whispered into his radio, but static answered him back. The comms were dead. He was alone. Then he made the call, not to his command, but to his conscience. He adjusted his scope, took a long breath, and aligned his crosshairs with a flicker of movement near a boulder. He exhaled slowly, and then, crack, the first shot echoed through the valley. The enemy's top gunner fell. Confusion rippled through the ambush line. The SEALs below felt it. The sudden hesitation in enemy fire. Then came a second shot, and a third. Every bullet from that hidden sniper was deliberate, surgical, final. He moved unseen, spoke not a word, and yet his rifle spoke for all of them. Scene 3, The Turn. With their enemies disoriented, the SEALs regrouped. Their team leader shouted orders over the gunfire: move now. They advanced in short bursts, covering one another, inch by inch, and from above, the sniper guided their path, his bullets carving open the escape route they desperately needed. The battle lasted only 20 minutes, but for those who lived it, it felt like a lifetime. By the time the extraction chopper arrived, the valley was silent again. The sniper remained on his perch, eyes still fixed through the scope, ensuring that not one man under his watch would fall. Scene 4, The Aftermath. When they reunited later at base, the men who had cried out for help searched for the one who had answered. He didn't say much. Snipers rarely do, but his quiet nod said everything, and in that moment, each man understood something profound, that sometimes, salvation doesn't come in a roar of thunder, it comes in a whisper of steel, in a single decision made by someone you may never even see. Conclusion. The Lesson. This story isn't just about warfare. It's about what it means to stand for others when you could have stayed silent. It's about instinct, duty, and the unseen acts of courage that hold the war